Video is able to demonstrate what written words on a paper are not. You can actually show the claims adjuster and the defense attorney why that case needs to be resolved.
I think I get the highest maximum leverage for settlement value, which is significantly different from what I would get if I were just doing the ordinary written settlement brochure.
If you try to persuade people with words alone, that's not nearly as effective as if you use words and images.
This is an x-ray of Mrs. Haynes' right hip, her normal hip. This is Mrs. Haynes' fractured left hip. As you can see, the neck is shortened. She sustained a fracture through this area and the entire ball was compressed into the femur or the thigh bone.
A devastating loss is always difficult to communicate. Unlike words on a piece of paper, moving images are able to convincingly communicate pain, suffering, and loss.
And he gave me another kiss. It walked out the door and it was the last time I got to see him.
We're the mouthpiece for our clients. We're the people that speak for our clients. And we have to use every medium available to make the message as effective as possible.
I think that the importance of the video presentations such as the ones that we've had with Image Resources is that the adjuster can physically view the witnesses and get an appreciation for how they will come across if the case is tried to a jury. And that's simply not something that you cannot convey to an insurance adjuster via a written demand.
We can have the greatest case in the world, and if we can't communicate it to the mediator, if we can't communicate it to the jury, if we can't communicate it to other defense lawyers, then we're missing something. And I think you really need to have someone that has that type of experience in putting these videos together, and Image Resources does, and they do a very good job.
Established in 1994, Image Resources Incorporated has revolutionized the concept of the video settlement documentary. Our clients agree that Image Resources videos breathe life into crucial points of their case. All the elements are brought together into an easy-to-watch 20-minute video. Your settlement documentary clearly and convincingly communicates your client's pre-trauma condition, the defendant's liability, the medical diagnosis, treatment, and prognosis, and the effect the injury has had on your client. We specialize in bringing out the human elements in personal injury, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and products liability cases.
There's no other way to be able to capture, via the written word or otherwise, what the witnesses, for example, what the surviving widow, what the injured person either has to go through on a daily basis, what they're experiencing as a result of the loss that they've sustained. And there's no substitute for the witness's own words.
We walked down these steps onto the sidewalk. I walked down here to the curb cut, took a walk across this crosswalk here, this blue crosswalk. I was aware of the fact there was packed snow throughout the parking lot, but as I walked across here, I hit an ice patch here, I guess. Black ice right here that blended in with the asphalt. I didn't see it. Blended in with the asphalt, hit a patch of ice right here, slipped backward, fell, snapped my leg in 2 spots.
With respect to dependability, value, and service, Image Resources is the premier provider of video settlement services for the legal profession.
Image Resources specializes in settlement documentaries. It's what we do. In fact, we've been internationally recognized for our work.
The product prepared by Image Resources has assisted us in getting cases resolved for, I believe, more money than what we would have been able to do just by sending a written settlement brochure.
The investment in an Image Resources settlement documentary maximizes your client's recovery, period.
I have a client named Mike Spratt who had a broken leg, basically, a slip and fall coming out of a theater. Had a couple of surgeries, got up to about $40,000 in medical. As a result of doing the videotape settlement documentary, we were able, with the litigation that we did, to secure a settlement without going to trial in the amount of about $365,000. So the leverage on that, which is almost 10 to 1 meds to recovery, I attribute in significant part to Image Resources and the quality of work they did.
We provide a constellation of legal video production services. Professional deposition videography.
It's much more powerful to show the witness stumbling with the question than it is to say at a mediation the witness had trouble answering that question.
Image Resources depositions are digitally recorded using broadcast quality cameras and microphones for bright, colorful pictures and clean, crisp audio. The seriousness of the deposition is reflected in the quality of the video.
I do. I'm a professor of medicine, Indiana University School of Medicine, and I'm an endocrinologist, primarily specializing in diabetes.
Day-in-the-life videos show the problems your client has with daily activities. Through video, you will preserve moments in time that make up your client's intangible damages. Video medical statements. Rather than relying on a confusing written medical report, put the doctor on camera to explain the plaintiff's diagnosis, treatment, and prognosis in common terms and using visual aids.
The first thing that happened is that he broke off the inside part of his ankle. This bone right here is called the medial malleolus.
Video and audio production for focus groups and mock juries. Image Resources has the equipment necessary to simultaneously monitor and record the deliberations in up to 3 different rooms with clear audio and sharp video. Defense medical examinations. By having Image Resources videotape the DME, you ensure the doctor is held accountable for the opinions expressed in the subsequent report. A medical malpractice death watch video can preserve the emotional and agonizing last days of your client's life. With offices in Las Vegas, Nevada and Indianapolis, Indiana, our team has established a successful client base throughout North America. We bring to you the highest standard of legal video production available anywhere. You and your staff's time will not be tied up in overseeing the production of the video. Our clients are confident in our ability to convincingly communicate the plaintiff's case without hand-holding.
One of the principal attributes about Image Resources is their ability to take a project and to run with the project with little oversight and supervision. We know that when we give Image Resources a project, it's going to be done and it will be done right.
And the end result is that, from my standpoint, I've actually had very little supervision of Image Resources videos. It's a tremendous time-saving tool for me because I don't have to be involved in the production of that video on a day-to-day basis.
I enthusiastically recommend Dave Fulton and Image Resources for a very simple reason. Dave has an extraordinary amount of knowledge in the personal injury field, combined with his technical knowledge of video cameras and doing video documentaries. When they're seen by the insurance industry, it results ultimately in what my objective is, which is to leverage the settlement value I get from a case.
Image Resources has been a true pleasure for me to deal with, primarily because I think that Image Resources is as conscientious about what they do as I am about my work. And it's rare for me to find people that are as committed to their efforts on behalf of a client as I am.